Oh, son. I need to look over there and see if my amp's on fire. It might be. I don't know. Something's happening. Welcome back, guys. All right. Taking a look at a a really cool effects pedal here. This is from our friends at Lovepedal, custom effects. Well, maybe not. Maybe they don't think I'm a friend, but I definitely like their stuff. I consider myself a friend of their effects, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is the OD11, and this particular pedal is kind of a clone of the Cochrane Timmy pedal with some tweaks. It's had a few things done. You know, Sean over at Lovepedal has sort of tweaked the circuit. These things are rude and in charge. This is a really, really sweet setup. Running through a 1966 Fender Bandmaster on 6. We're playing through a 410 Mesa Boogie Lone Star extension cabinet with 4 Jensen Bluebacks. So we're getting that Bassman thing going on. 35 watt Bassman essentially is what we're going for, more or less. 6L6s, really nice stuff. 52 custom shop Relic Fender Telecaster with big old fat 50s neck. This one is a heavy Relic. And we've got Barden Gatton T pickups in this particular guitar. Here's our bypass signal through the Bandmaster. Okay, everything all out on the guitar and the neck pickup. Middle. A really nice, clean Fender amp. Well, I don't know if I would say Fender clean, but we're definitely on the top end. I mean, it's ponied out a bit. All right, so the OD11 does not have a tremendous amount of gain on tap because the original Cochrane Timmy, you know, it's not a real high gain pedal. It's meant to be kind of a supplemental thing to an already cranked rig, and it's really, that pedal got its start on the Nashville circuits. You know, of all the musicians out there wanting like a really transparent overdrive sound, but not something in the vein of like a blues breaker type of thing. I mean, maybe people aren't using the Noble's ODR1 or like the Ibanez Distortion or things like that. This pedal sort of had its heyday and still continues to be used by a ton of session players. The original Timmys are very, very sought after, the ones that were built by Cochrane. MXR reissues the Timmy in a very small foot box, what I'm trying to say, if I can talk today. And they actually worked with Paul Cochrane in conjunction with him to develop the Timmy for sale by MRX, or MXR, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get that wrong there, but MXR sells the Timmy in a small foot configuration. The OD11, this is a little bit older pedal, and from what I understand, I don't think Lovepedal makes this one anymore, but I came across it, and it wasn't very expensive, so I thought it'd be cool to play for you guys. All right, we're gonna get the drive down kind of low. I'll get that bass up a scotch, bring our tone up. The volume and tone are very, very powerful on this pedal. It can get out of control if you let it. There's a lot of bass frequency on tap here, so there's tons of low end, and through a scoop midsection Fender amp, like anything like a Bandmaster, a Super, a Twin, even a Deluxe can have a bit of a scoop mid-frequency. It's just the nature of a 6L6 circuit and an open back cabinet. It really adds a lot of fatness back in there. And if you set the gain kind of low, it can just get into this chunky rhythm thing. It just sweetens up a Fender amp. So I'll see if I can demonstrate that for you here. All right, here's the naked signal. OD11. that bass, definitely a little silly there. I wonder if the sweep of the bass knob on this particular pedal, you know, it adds so much. It really sounds great on the real low end, but I guess if you've got a real shrill sounding guitar and you've got to add some more bass in there, or if you really want to dial in this crazy thing with a bridge pickup on a telly and really add that bass, it seems that there's a lot on tap even before the bass knob starts to get cranked a bit. So let's bring that bass down and leave the drive about where it's at, bring the tone up a scotch, and see if it can get a little bit glassier on the neck pickup. And then we'll venture over to the bridge pickup, see how it sounds. And real quick, I'm gonna make sure I'm in tune. I think I'm out of tune. Sorry about that. All right, let's give it a listen on the neck pickup. All right, it cleans up really well with the volume control. I did back off on that a bit. I love it right there. Let's just start kind of bringing the gain up and kind of, we'll tame that bass even a little bit more bass. Leave the tone right where it's at, man. What a great sounding setup. All right, I'm gonna dial off a bit of tone on the bridge pickup here. Let's give it a listen. I'm trying to give you some Nashville-like sounds. This thing's definitely a Telecaster's best friend. Whew. Really nice. Man, this pedal is rude. It is unruly. And you know, even though not technically a lot of gain on tap with this pedal, but if you employ really vicious picking dynamics and you play really hard and you can back off and lay back on and really use dynamics in your playing, you can really make this thing squeal. Woo, awesome. All right, let's get a little higher on the drive. We'll tame that bass even more. Tell you what, let's get higher on the tone, bring the bass on up to kind of match the sweep. and I'll play with the tone controls. This time we'll start out on the rhythm pickup, and I'll try to play with the volume control and clean this thing up a little bit, give you guys an idea. Man, this is a really neat playing experience. It really does change. It's not super compressed. It's a very open and articulate sound without any extra compression. So it's like if you like the sound of your amp and you just want more of it and you want it to respond in a very, very personal way, it helps kind of draw out the nuances of what your amp's already doing. So if you've got a great amp that you love, this is a great pedal to add into your addition there. Let's check it out. Oh man, it's so rude. That's just the only way I can describe it. It's rude. I think it sounds best on the lower end of the gain spectrum. I am going to go ahead and crank the gain just to give you an idea of the available drive on hand. And I'm just going to tame that tone and bass just for your sanity, because I know it's sounding a little thrashy there in that last setting. Let's give it a listen. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll get back on the lower end. Let's get that bass under control. Tone about where it's at. Bring the volume up just a scotch. I like it about right here. I think it, you know, as a low gain kind of thing, even though it sounds like it's got a lot of gain, it really doesn't. Remember, I'm playing through a cranked Fender amp. I'm at club volume, dare I say, almost concert volume. So this is freakishly loud. I'm sitting right next to it, like a fool. Okay, but I'm sure my hearing's gonna like that, you know, down the road. But anyway, it's loud, and maybe this isn't a good example because of how cranked this amp is, but it is a really great pedal. So the Lovepedal OD 11. Check us out every Friday here on Guitarsenal for a new video. Make sure you tune in. We really appreciate the support, and I'll see you next Friday. We post every Friday. We'll see you next week. All right, swamp music, baby. Here we go. I love it.